The Encyclosphere. One more big topic to cover, and that is how to keep the networks open, to keep them from being captured and closed by Silicon Valley or other power players. Within the next year, we will be systematically crawling and archiving articles from dozens of encyclopedias. We should make sure that the tools I've discussed, such as Zwi Builder, Encyclocrawler, and the Zwi format, are as we want them to be before we start creating millions of Zwi files. As I will explain, we have already experimented with posting those articles to open data networks. When we are ready, we will devote more resources to this so that anyone will be able to build apps using them. Now, suppose you've written something that could serve as a decent encyclopedia article, and you just uploaded it to your academic web space or blog. Can it be included in the Encyclosphere? Yes, of course. We have recently started work on software that will allow people to push their articles directly to the Encyclosphere, which, just for now, means to the EncycloReader and EncycloSearch aggregators. You provide the web address where your article resides, and maybe paste it into a Zwi file editor or a wiki page, then let those programs do the formatting for you. Then you can simply upload the file directly to the Encyclosphere in the proper format. Pretty cool. But what if people start pushing a lot of nonsense or spam or other undesirable content to the network? We've thought about that, and it is clear to us that different aggregators will apply different whitelists. Some will be restrictive, others broadly permissive, but it seems unlikely that any will scoop up every Zwi file that is available, since some will be useless on anybody's view. That said, one person's spam is another's useful content, and the network as a whole will be agnostic about which is which. But what if you want to edit the file after it's uploaded? And what if somebody tries to impersonate you? What's to stop them? How do you take control of the file you've uploaded? And in the case of the imposter, how would you prove it wasn't you who uploaded a file in your name? Rest assured, these are serious issues and we're giving them careful consideration. Identity problems are well known all over the internet and are a huge piece of the puzzle that is building decentralized networks. When you want access to the content you own on centralized networks like Google or Facebook, you simply log in with your username and password, and voila, only you can edit what you've uploaded to that account. Your account is password protected, so unless you've been hacked, you're the only one with access. And that's fine. Until Google or Facebook says you can't. And there's the rub. You can only host your content with their permission, which means it's partly theirs. And they can lock you out of your account permanently. These companies have brazenly practiced censorship over the past few years, and that's why so many internet users today are pushing for decentralized networks. We want networks that hand back full control to individuals. But if your content lives on a decentralized network, how do you make sure that only you maintain control over it? This is an old problem, with an old solution. Consider a new variant on the old solution. It's published by the World Wide Web Consortium, which is the big internet standards body. It's called the DID specification, or Decentralized Identifiers. One particular implementation of that specification is called DID PSQR. The last bit stands for public square. It defines a distributed identity that you can use anywhere in a truly open, truly decentralized public square. The DID PSQR specification works a lot like a system you probably use every day. You know the lock next to web addresses? You might have noticed it. That lock means the website uses the relatively secure HTTPS protocol rather than the older HTTP protocol. If you click on the lock, you're told that your connection to the website's server is secure. That means the website has a certificate, and your browser recognizes that the certificate is valid. That means that you know the information coming to your browser actually did come from where it looks like it came from. In other words, nobody is spoofing the website. Nobody is cleverly impersonating it. So, the HTTPS protocol is an identity system for whole websites. It will allow researchers, students, professionals, corporations, and government agencies to create encyclopedia article collections, both specialized and general, which draw from a wide variety of sources. But they will not have to host all of that content themselves. It will be distributed from many different source points. Our plan is to let editors using this software choose from among encyclopedias, and even among articles within encyclopedias, and present them as one unified resource. In this way, they should, in fact, be able to use the software as the first real alternative to MediaWiki, which has been the go-to software for new encyclopedias for almost 20 years. To submit articles to this new kind of encyclopedia, writers could simply post an article to their own web space and then let encyclopedia editors decide whether or not to include it. In the long run, we will also have a decentralized article rating system, which should spark some interesting competitions to write the best article according to various encyclopedias or groups of raters. This, then, is the general architecture of a new and old sort of decentralized content network. We've already made great headway in the last year in implementing this vision. By the end of the year, we aim to accomplish this. We should have a basic encyclopedia content network anyone can use and build apps on. There should be millions of articles in the ZWI format in this network. Publishers should be able to sign and push their articles to the Encyclosphere. Developers should be able to build branded encyclopedia projects using either EncycloReader or EncycloSearch. Authors should be able to use WordPress and/or a desktop app to write and submit brand new articles to the Encyclosphere without being part of any encyclopedia. If you support this vision, what should you do? Add your email address on encyclosphere.org for updates. Go to encyclosphere.org/donate and make a generous contribution. This project will be free forever, but we need your support. If you are a developer and interested in helping to code any part of this vision, join our Slack group and attend our weekly development meeting. Finally, if you're an encyclopedist, please get in touch. We'll discuss how you can bring your content or metadata announcing your content into the Encyclosphere.